Hi everyone, in this video I will be installing the Park Lite electronic parking disc or automatic parking disc. So the basic idea behind a parking disc like this is that you won't be having to manually set one of these with the time of parking. So at least in Europe, parking spaces with a set time period, like let's say 2 hours for parking, is quite common. You need to set the arrival time. Anyhow, in Finland you need to set the arrival time for like if you park at 9:15, you set it to the next half hour, like 9:30, and then you place this on your dashboard in a visible place. And the idea of the electronic parking disc is that it will automatically set the parking time to the next 30 minutes based on the time the car stopped. So it has some motion sensor in it, and it detects the car stopping, and it sets the visible time here. And you're supposed to install this on the passenger side, so on the right hand side of the car, in the corner of the windshield in a visible place. And when you're using one of these, you're not allowed to have another parking disc visible. So I'm actually not quite sure in which countries you're allowed to use it. At least in Finland you're allowed to use it, and well, this one is bought from Amazon DE, so I'm assuming you're allowed to use it in Germany. And well, it's developed in Denmark, so well, you're allowed to use it there as well. And I read somewhere that you're allowed to use it in all the EU member states, but I'm not entirely sure about that. But if you'd like me to make a new video about all the countries where you're allowed to use one of these, please let me know down below in the comments. Okay, so let's jump into installing this. So this just says arrival time in German, and it has a battery compartment down below here, and then it has the a small screen here which will show you the date and time, so that you can just check that it's up and running. It also has some cleaning cloth, so that you can clean the windshield from where you're going to install it. And then it has a small manual. This one is in German, and it seems it has a few other languages in it as well. It does have English in it, so let's jump to that one. So some of my friends have been using these in Finland for quite some time, and they have been very pleased with it. So the idea is that you don't need to remember to set the parking disc, and you will avoid a lot of parking fines because of that. This parking disc model should be fine for a very wide range of temperatures. So in Finland it's really cold. In winter it can be over -20, it can be -30 or so, and this model should be fine. And also in extreme heats like +40 degrees Celsius and stuff like that. So first we need to set the time, and in order to do that, there's a button over here, and there is another button over here. Actually, the battery was still in the box, so it has a coin cell lithium battery. It's a rather large one. It says you should wipe it off and then place it in the battery compartment in here. So let's do that now. And we can see that the screen came on now. Okay, so this device has this button here to activate the time settings, but when you insert the battery, it's actually already in that mode. So then you just press this button until you have the correct time. Now it is 11:54 on the 25th of October. So I'll go to 11, and then I need to press this button to get to the minutes, and it's 54. Let's see, can I long press? No, you can't long press to increase the speed. You really need to press through. 54, that's it. Then you press on this button again, and now the year is blinking, so it's 2020. Press again. Now we have the month, it's October there, and again to get to the day, and it's the 25th. Okay, 25th. So the correct date is important so that winter time and summer time is being set correctly. So 11:54, and the date is correct. The manual says that by default it has the summer winter time active. So if your country doesn't have daylight saving, then you will need to follow the steps here to deactivate that feature. Since Finland still has summer and winter time changes, so I'll leave that enabled. So now with the time set correctly, next we should install it. We should install the device somewhere here in the lower right corner, but you shouldn't place it too close to the edge of the screen, because then you will have a hard time removing the battery and pressing the buttons which are here on the bottom of the device, and the battery comes off by pulling this here, so you will need some space down there. So once you have determined a good spot for it, I'm placing mine somewhere around here. So then you need to wipe off the screen with this cleaning cloth and dry it. The instructions say that these 3M adhesive pads don't work correctly in under plus 15 degrees Celsius temperatures. So currently it's outside like plus 3 or something like that. So I put the car windshield heater on, and now it's starting to be warm enough. So I will clean the area first and then remove those adhesive pads. The cloth smells like it has some alcohol in it, so I imagine that will evaporate quite quickly. But you can also use some paper towel to dry it off. So next I'm removing the stickers from the adhesive pads. If you have a curved windshield, try to find a spot where all the pads will touch the glass. Don't put it on the side window, because most countries that won't be allowed. So now with all the stickers removed, I will place it in the intended spot, and it says you should press it for 30 seconds. So I think I will place it about here. And now I'm holding it for 30 seconds. Still a correction on what I said previously about the temperatures. Actually, I checked the manual and it says -20 to +70 or something like that is the operating temperature. It actually says to avoid extreme temperatures outside that area, but I haven't heard of people having issues even in -30-degree temperatures in Finland, so I think it should be fine. Okay, so that's it, and now it's 12:04, and if I would park at this point somewhere, stop the car, the movement is stopping, I could go outside and check. It should say 12:30, so by default it sets the time to the next 30 minutes as per regulations. So here we can see the time is set at 12:30 as intended. If you found this video helpful, please give a thumbs up, and also consider subscribing for other car related and do-it-yourself videos later on. If you are interested in purchasing one of these, I will leave a link down in the description for buying one on Amazon, but you can also get them in local stores. So please let me know in the comments if you find these somewhere else than Germany, Finland or Denmark. I would be really interested to hear about that. Thanks, and hope to see you in the next one. Bye for now.